Hey gang, Tim, just want to spend a couple minutes with you here and talk to you about proficiency in the 5-step pattern and why that's so important. You know, the 5-step pattern is a real simple process that the Exo System folks have put together to help you and I understand the best way to build a business. Make a list of everybody, connect with them, show the plan, do a follow through, get them started, and then repeat. Just so that's 4 steps, and the 5th is repeat. You know, any new job or business or something like that, anybody starts, volunteer, whatever, we're going to need to become proficient at it. We want to get better at what we do. And the best way to become proficient is to be stay after it. Keep repetitive at whatever task you're trying to learn. Will Smith, the actor, he said one of his reasons for success is his ridiculous work ethic, basically is what he said. You know, there's a lot of other people that are more talented than him, better shape. He lists all these things. And he said, but I have ridiculous work ethic. Well, you don't have to have ridiculous work ethic here, but you do have to be consistent. And if you're just consistent and you put in the time and effort that you really, that lines up with your dreams, whatever it is, whatever your dreams and goals are, then you'll get out of it what you put in it. Then some, because we have this system and we're all working together and a rising tide raises all ships, okay? So this 5-step pattern is absolutely critical to you taking your business to the next level. So Robert Kiyosaki says, success and failure in business depends largely, I'm paraphrasing, depends largely on our people skills. Now, notice he called them skills. That's good news, because as we go through the 5-step pattern, there might be some parts we're more comfortable than others, but those are skills going down through there, and we can learn these skills. I'm certainly still working on my people skills all the time, but if that's not your natural deal, that's okay. Get involved with the Exo System and dive into it. Read all the books and listen to all the CDs over and over and over again, and the streaming audios, and you'll start to learn the people skills, okay? And so skills can be learned. Many years ago, I heard a great quote that really emphasizes what I'd like to leave with you here today as I wrap up. Because a lot of people say, well, I want to help my team win, and you know, we're going to be the best team and all that. And that's great to say that. But somebody's got to stand up and lead, right? And so this quote goes, if you love your people, truly love your people, build them up and build their business down. In other words, tell them how awesome they are, congratulate them, edify them, you know, make them feel good, pat them on the back. But while you're doing that, build their business down, build depth underneath them. You know, I love to see leaders that get somebody started, and then, you know, they get Joe started, and Joe's going all right. He hasn't even been to an intro yet, and 2 days later they call Joe and say, hey Joe, looking forward to seeing you at the intro on Tuesday. We've got 4 people on your team already. And Joe's like, what? You do? Yeah, you're great at this, Joe. I told you it was going to work. Man, like, do you think Joe's more apt to come to the intro? Yes, he is. Now, at some point, Joe's got to transition, start doing some things, but if we build depth underneath them, it gives them belief. I know it certainly, I watch it work so many times for so many different people. So there are a lot of would-be leaders in our industry that take this term orchestration and they try to get started in a little too. Orchestration basically just means, long and short of it is, you're making sure things get done. And there's certainly nothing wrong with that, and certainly we have groups that work straight in. But I would say this, that I am out showing the plan more now than I have in a long time. I love Bonvera. I love what's been put together here. I have been praying, working, strategizing to get here. Like, this model has been, it's been on my heart for over a decade. And I know a lot of other folks feel the same way. And so here we are. We've just launched the company. And so I love being out showing the plan and not in orchestration mode as much as maybe I could be, or maybe some might argue should be, or whatever. I love being out showing the plan. I went and did a meeting earlier today. I'm going to do one tonight, and right here in Fort Myers, going to show the plan. I think, 3 or 4 new people, something like that. So I'm out showing the plan too, because I know, I remember this quote too. This was to me. I heard this in the beginning when I first became an entrepreneur. Tim Marks, what you do speaks so loudly, what you say I can't hear. And I thought it was kind of a cute saying, but then I got to really thinking about it. What you do speaks so loudly, what you say I can't hear. I can tell people, go show the plan, go hit your goals, set your goals. I can tell them, do all that. Make sure you check in with your upline every 30 days, set a game plan, and then check in with your coach, every 5 days or 7 days, whatever, which we all should be doing. So I check in with my mentor, but I don't necessarily have an upline, but I check in with my mentor. I have a couple different mentors that I check in with on a regular basis. I hope you're doing that. I hope you're taking advantage of that. You know, if you have a moving on upline, somebody that's MVP, they're going MVP, and man, take advantage of that and set goals with them and check in with them, and that's the way you're going to move forward the fastest, okay? So last thing is, Steve Jobs says, I'm convinced that about half of what separates successful entrepreneurs from the unsuccessful entrepreneurs is one thing and one thing only. One's pure perseverance. And so I heard Jim Martin, he did a video the other day. I can't remember if somebody sent it to me or saw it on Facebook or something, but he was just talking about the dream and how the dream keeps him alive, and he's fired up, and he was out showing the plan and stuff. And I thought, man, so true. Find your dream, figure out what it is, and start thinking about that last day of work, or when you get your wife out of work, or when you're debt free, or whatever the dream is for you. Think about that. Live there, and perseverance will not be a problem. But master the 5-step pattern using the XO system, and then eventually we'll have you on the XO system CDs teaching us how to do it. I can't wait. God bless.